one great band comes along once every 6 or 7 years. So we've got about 4 years to go to find another one.
Keep the faith and it'll be back, because I'm mad for it.
The last big thing for Oasis left to do, we played Madison Square Garden, we played Radio City Music Hall, we played Nebworth and Main Road. So after this, there isn't a lot more that we can achieve, really, I don't think.
We don't beat about the bush, no gimmicks, you know what I mean? We don't jump around and we just go on and do our bit, and I think that's nice and refreshing, you know what I mean? We don't walk on with big smiles and little dance routines going on.
I'm Pete Bell, stage manager for Oasis. We get to pack the trucks, tip the trucks in the morning, get the gear in, make sure it's all on time, get the band on stage on time, sound check, keep them happy, back on, make sure the whole day runs on time.
My name's Becky Swan and I'm the lead truck driver on this tour. I think we've got 2 trucks of PA, a couple of trucks of lights, one with set. They'll all be loading after the show tonight, and then we'll be taking it down to Wembley.
There's about 200 tonnes of steel standing at the back at the moment, and that's a bit of, you won't get any more because what we've got now is just cosmetic. It's going to be coming in. The amount of lights, there's 2 45-foot Artex worth of lights, and it's all moving lights, it's all technology. There's 2 trucks of PA, 1 truck of video, truck of screens, and it does all add up. So everything's in a 45-foot, 32-tonne truck.
All I'm focusing on is these 8 gigs, which are gonna. I'm really looking forward to them. And I'm really going to enjoy these.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll play anywhere, mate. It doesn't matter. It's just we wanted to do a big gig just to see where we were still after that break we had, and it's just good. And the fans are with it. You know what I mean? And, yeah, it's good.
Because we haven't played outdoors since Nebworth. We haven't done anything this big since Nebworth, really. And like I said before, it was a bit too mad for us to appreciate it all then.
This is history! This is history! Right here, right now!
Looking back on some of the big gigs that we've done and that we do, what goes through your mind is to get from one side of the stage to the other without tripping over anything. So once you've completed that little mission, you put your guitar on, go at the microphone, say hello.
This one's called a master plan.
Hopefully, the first song all comes together and everybody starts jumping about like idiots. I remember us flying over Nebworth, on the day of the gig, and we were just sort of looking down on the crowd and nothing, We were just worried about how many cans of Stella there was in the fridge when we got into the dressing room. Not that it was the biggest gathering of people that England had ever seen for 2 days on the trot. As soon as we got out of the helicopter, we were saying to the tour manager, for all the Stellas, are they cold? Has the match started yet? Because I think United were playing Newcastle in the Charity Shield. When we were going, did you get Sky? You got Sky. Did you get Sky Sports 3 though? And you've got the Guinness and the Stella. Good. And that was it. That was all we were interested in, which is great in a way, because we were just oblivious to it all.
I'm not thinking of anything. It's easy, man. That's my job. That's what I do. What I've been doing for 8 years, 9 years. And if you get nervous, then you shouldn't be doing it. you know, I'll do it. I'll play anywhere. And that's not me being arrogant or anything. That's me being confident. I just, I'll just be chilling backstage, doing my bit, mithering people, and that's it. And I'll just go on and do my gig, man. Good musicians, that's what we need. And good guys, and they just don't put the guitars down, you know what I mean? That's what the band needs, you know what I mean?
Gem's taken a lot of the workload off me, if you like. I mean, I was never that comfortable with playing the lead guitarist role anyway, you know. I'm more of a rhythm guitarist man myself. But because Bonehead was bald, you know, and I sort of had a semi-decent haircut, you know, it was down to me to be the Jimmy Page of the group, which I didn't mind at the time. But as we got bigger, it was like, I'm going to get found out here one day. And I'm not very good at playing the lead guitar, but I'm brilliant at playing rhythm guitar.
The things that you do on records, we couldn't really do it live because, you know, there's a lot of overdubs going on. You can't really do it because Bonehead weren't a great, you know, he's a good rhythm guitar player, but he weren't, you know, a lead guitar player. And Gem was more of a lead, and he can do both, you know what I mean?
So me and Gem sort of do a little bit of both now, which is great for me. And Andy's just, he plays the bass like a guitarist would play the bass, so he's a fantastic bass player. However good anybody thinks he is at guitar, he's twice as good on the bass. He's brilliant. And Alan, I think, is the best drummer that I've ever worked with anyway. In the past, we'd always just gone in and set the equipment up and gone and done it, you know. Not worried about the sound too much. We just used to get an overall sound of the group playing in a room, and that would be it, you know. That's why the first 3 albums in total took half the time of this one that we're talking about in particular. I'm leaving all that I see. I think the bulk of it is some of the best stuff I've ever done. I mean, I know a lot of the fans would probably disagree with that, but for me personally, it was an enjoyable experience making it, and you know, I think the songs, some of the songs come across a lot better live because they're so, which is funny really, because some of them are like, sort of quite intricate, but they sort of come across better live. But I had a great time doing it. I had a good time writing it, which is the important thing for me, and you know, I think it's been pretty well received, really, to be honest with you.
What people think about it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? You know, you're not writing music for anyone except yourself. You know, the day I started the band, or we started the band, we went in there to write songs for us. And we hope people like them. And if they do get what you're going, that's very nice. Everyone has a nice time and that. But you know, people go, oh, you know, you're a big band. You've got to write for your fans. You don't. Things don't change. You know what I mean? So we write for ourselves, and that's what we want to do. And it come out, and you know, people like it. People don't like it.
I wasn't expecting for it to get mixed reviews at all. I was expecting it to get absolutely hammered, to be honest, because rock and roll isn't fashionable anymore. Oasis aren't fashionable anymore. I don't know how we're perceived anymore, but it's you know, I can understand some of the criticism and I can understand some of the praise it's got, but I think a lot of it has been petty. But saying that, they've never had a good word to say about any of our records, some people, so it doesn't really matter, does it really?
I love it. Room for everybody here. Yes, all are welcome. Yes, indeed. I love them. Fun. Nice. Life. Youth. Beautiful. I'm all for it.
Oasis, because they're the best band in the world.
Live forever! Supersonic! It's getting better, man!
Brilliant!
Master plan! That's it, it's brilliant!
Yes, because it's about the brothers and they come here and it's a good sing-along.
Probably Acquiesce because it's really, it features both of them singing and it's really rock-like.
I like Acquiesce is always favourite because you don't have to worry about singing too much of it because the crowd usually take care of that themselves. I don't generally like doing the ones that I sing because it's me singing. You know, Don't Look Back in Anger is great because again you don't have to worry about too much singing that because you know that the people who are in the gig are not taking a blind bit of notice what you're singing. They're just singing away themselves.
I'm proud of every song I've ever sang on, and I don't think I've ever sang it as good as I could. You know, and that's what I like about gigging. You know, you can do Supersonic one night, and you've sung that the best I've ever sung it, and it's like 8 years old or 7 or whatever, 7 years old. That's it. I just love to try to sing the songs as good as I can each night.
Here's another Sunday morning call. You hear your head banging on the door. Slip your shoes on and then out you crawl into a day that couldn't give you more. But what for?
I mean, you can get a bit anal about them, and all guitarists do, and I'm no different. You know, I have got, I've got favourite ones and, sentimental ones. But at the end of the day, it's just a plank of wood, isn't it, with 6 strings on. But if I can find the first guitar that I ever bought for 50 quid off a junkie round our way, that's bonkers. I don't know why that's doing that. I mean, I do like collecting them, I have to say. Now I've given up drugs, that's probably the vice.
Your addiction.
Yeah, sunglasses and guitars. The classic combination of any rock star, I find. You know, there's a lot of them that are out on the road, you know. This is the one that I played at all the big gigs at the Nebworth shows and that. And it was built by Epiphone in about 95 or 96. But I liked it at the time. It's got my little city badge on. But that's seen a bit of action, that fella. I got one of Weller's. He gave us his white Rickenbacker that he used on Town Called Malice on Top of the Pops for my 30th birthday. Which, it's just that. It's when he give me that, that's proper, that, isn't it? I mean, you've been a Jam fan, you know, don't you? It's like, I remember when he come to my house and it was during the day, and I was trying to act really cool and that when he give it up. And he's like, oh, you can have this, I want you to have this for your birthday. And I'm going, all right, wicked, man. And I sort of took it out, gave it a bit of a strum and carried on talking general. And then sort of showed him to the front door and I was going, all right, well, see you later then. Bye. And made sure he got in a taxi and ran through the house like a classic little kid going like, tell cool Melly is. Yeah.
I'm Mouse and I do the catering for Oasis and production crew. With them it's just like what is going on everyone knows about. There's nothing hidden, it's just the way it is, they're honest. But I wouldn't do it for anyone else and they know that. Yeah, that's the thing with Oasis and most of the bands I do, I make a meet with the rest of them. No special treatment and they don't want it. They don't want it and they're not getting it anyway. They're just normal people.
I'm Rick Cross, I'm the advanced security for the band. What I do is I come into the arena and make sure everything's set up for the band's arrival. I liaise between all the major authorities and just make sure everything's okay in health and safety. The things you get most is offers bribes. Obviously, there's no way that we can accept them. Because we compromise ourselves and compromise the people that work with us.
My name's Gareth Williams, I'm the monitor engineer for Oasis. Monitors are those speakers you see lined up along the front of the stage and these big ones at the side which enable the band to hear themselves and each other. The first time I made a mistake I was absolutely distraught about it. I just started working for them and knowing how, you know, their reputation. But they loved it and they ribbed me for weeks about it, you know, it was a joy to them.
Well, I was just playing the guitar. I've been playing a little bit every night. I'm not that good on it, but I keep myself happy on it. I just had these 3 chords, which is just up and down, and I'm good at melodies. I can get a melody out of anything. And I just wrote it. It's just the first song that comes straight off, you know. Words like the old James Well was saying, and I went, it's easy. Since then, I've wrote like loads, you know, and I'm finding it pretty easy at the moment. And I'm sure, you know, I'm sure everyone finds it easy at the moment. I'm sure I'll hit a patch and that, but I'm enjoying it.
You swam the oceans like a child. Life around us was so wild. Thank you for your smile. You make it all worthwhile to us.
I'm completely dried up at the moment. I haven't done anything for ages. But, you know, it's like, I'll do it when I have to. When somebody says, look, you know, it's about time you're putting some music out, then I'll do it. But I'm generally quite lazy anyway. But, you know, I've given up trying to, you know, worry about what direction it takes. You know, I write songs on a guitar, so it isn't going to sound like John Michel Jarre, do you know what I mean? It's going to sound a cross between the Beatles and the Stones and the Stone Roses. That's it, it's as simple as that. You know, so, you know, I've learned to live with that now. You know, I won't be making avant-garde records. You know, you know, if indeed I make any more records, I'll be making, you know, records that are played on an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar. It's as simple as that.
Shake along with me. Shake along with me. Shake along with me. Shake along with me.
Can I have you nice and steady, no pushing, no shoving, please?
We thought we'd go for big daylight screens basically, because, you know, a big visual look, people to look at all day rather than just looking at, you know, a boring stage. The band didn't want set, they wanted to go basically back to basics, just them on the stage, you know. So the main problems was they wanted to play in a small environment basically. My main problem was getting a massive stage, you know, getting it down to that small environment, which we did with the drapes and stuff, cutting off the stage.
What we do on the screens is a combination of playback of what we term generic splodge and various special bits that we've been made and all the live shots. We've got 7 cameras sending pictures to the screens, which I mix in with lots of different playback. The only special thing that we do with it is that there's 3 screens, and we like to have any combination of the same video on all of them, or 3 different videos, or video on the outside and live in the middle. Any combination of those, and money points, you can have Gem here and Liam here and Noel here, and then it all cuts to a different shot. You know.
The concert is excellent. It really is good.
Everybody, the highest point of the stands, everybody was on the feet, clapping, singing, dancing. It was good.
It's going to be a rock and roll show, that's it, man.
I think we're doing about 5 songs from the new record, and the rest of it's all great hits, really, I think. If it stays dry and we play all right, then it'll be great, because everybody knows the songs, you know, and a lot of them are classics of the modern day, I think. Well, I'll be playing guitar, Liam will be singing. That's about it, really. Everything goes really smoothly up until somebody says, you know, 15 minutes to go, and then everything just completely comes to a standstill and the clock stops on the wall, and then you can't get on there quick enough. The last 15 minutes is awful. Singers check their haircuts about 50 times. You know, and I'll be, I don't know, maybe smoking a cigarette, having a casual drink, you know, just generally looking cool.
There's going to be no frills in that, there's no gimmicks that are going down, which there was last time. There's phone boxes and stuff, and that's all gone. It's just going to be straight out and out rock and roll, which is the way I like it, because that's what I'm in, a rock and roll band, I'm not in a circus.
And the people of England better pray, you know, that we don't get any better, because there won't be anywhere big enough to hold us, you know what I mean?
A smuggling shocker hits the squaddies of the base in Movie Max's Wednesday premiere at 10. But here on Sky One next, Oasis Go Let It Out in concert from Wembley Stadium.